Hey guys, my name is Moon and welcome back for more Umineko When They Cry episode 3. So last time we saw some flashbacks of Rosa when she was a kid, right? Her wanting to be the head, doing everything right to be the head, but yeah, it was not enough. It was not enough. The flashback scenes were just, it was just really good, I'm not gonna lie. So we are here now. I guess we are in Rokinjima. So let's see what Butler is up to.
何しろ6年って言ったら小学校丸々一つ分じゃねえか。覚えてろってのが酷な話だぜ。
そうだね。特に若かった僕たちにとっては大きな成長の6年間だったはずだからね。案外自己紹介がなかったら思い出せなかったんじゃないかい？
I guess Butler has what are goals? The last time he was here was 6 years ago, right?
そうかな。私はバトラだってすぐに分かったぜ。
And yeah, he was a kid back then and now he came back. He's very tall now.
口を聞いてさらに確信できたぜ。
But yeah, Maria back then, yeah, he was much more smaller. Or she was, I mean, sorry.
マリア、初めて会った。6年前わかんない。そうですよね。マリア様はまだ3つでしたものね。
Yes, she wouldn't remember, of course. She was 3 years old.
それを言われたら俺もだぜ。3歳の頃しか知らないマリアがこんなに大きく成長してるんだから、そりゃわからねえわけだぜ。
After lunch, we had all gone out to the beach to walk around and take it easy. Our parents were apparently having a suspicious, complicated discussion, so we ended up leaving them behind. Well, just as I guessed from the start, the conversation focused on me since I'd been away for 6 years.
しかし本当に背が伸びたね。僕も低いつもりはないけど、とにかくその身長には驚いたよ。
I mean, Rudolph was pretty tall, right? Yeah, that's why Butler is pretty tall.
そうですね。6年前のバトラ様をよく覚えておりますが、それでも驚くくらいでした。
だなあ。6年前のバトラからは想像がつかないくらいだったぜ。
みんな案外6年も前のことなんか覚えてるもんだな。俺なんかかなり記憶があやふやだってのによ。
だろうな。私たちのことを思い出すのに少し時間をかけてたみたいだもんな。あれはちょっと傷つくぜ。
いや、さすがに6年前だぜ。覚えてろって方が無理があるぜ。
6年前のことですと、あまり覚えてはおられないのですか？私はつい昨日のことのように鮮明に覚えておりますが。
シャノンは記憶力がいいからね。6年前にバトラ君がどんなことをしていたとか言っていたとかよく覚えてるんじゃないかい？
そういやそうだよな。シャノンって妙なところで記憶力がいいんだよな。
マリア、覚えるの下手くそ。楽しいことはスイスイ覚えるけど、つまんないのは全然ダメ。
We all laughed, saying that everyone was like that.
シャノン、ちなみに6年前のバトラはどんなだったんだ？何かエピソードを覚えてないのかよ。
We're getting like some new sound effects in this one. Yeah.
そうですね。
Like the sound effects we're getting from Higurashi whenever like, yeah, they're talking just casual conversations.
確か、お帰りの際はこうおっしゃっていました。
Okay, and the music suddenly stopped. Why?
また来るぜ。See you again.
Wait, that's it?
きっと白馬にまたがって迎えに来るぜ。
Yeah, like a boing, boing, boing sound.
ギャーラーメン恥ずかしい
Jeez, it's so loud, man.
確かにそんな感じだった。6年前のバトラはそんな感じのバカっぽいセリフばかり言ってたぜ。
確かに当時のバトラ君がいかにも言いそうだな。
おー、恥ずかしい恥ずかしい
ああ、最高に恥ずかしいぜ。マリアもきっと中学くらいになったらそういう恥ずかしいことが口にしたくなるからね。そういう時は口に出す前にチラシの裏に書いて3度読み直してから口にすべきかどうか考えるんだぞ。じゃねえときっと後悔するからな。いや、誰しもがそういう痛々しい時代をくぐり抜けていくのだ。そうさ。そして身の程を知り、恥を覚えて大人になるんだ。そうさ。これは大人への過渡期なら、誰もが犯す青春の甘酸っぱくて恥ずかしい消し去りたい記憶なんだ。うわー、ぐわー。
After all, this was all stuff I'd let slip out without thinking, so I didn't remember exactly the words. But now that those words were being recited to me, they were as embarrassing as hell. I only recently came to understand this weakness and was working hard to avoid such careless outbursts, but I guess I was just born with the habit of speaking without thinking, and then there's nothing I can do about it.
シャーノン、他にも何か恥ずかしいことは覚えてないのかよ。
まあ他にもいろいろと覚えておりますけれど、そのご本人もお忘れになりたいことみたいなので、これ以上は遠慮させていただきたいと思います。
ぶっちゃけると俺はもう何も覚えてないんだ。頼むから思い出させないでくれ。
おお、シャノンがバトラーをいじめてる。おお、ダメ、いじめはいけないの。
別にいじめてるわけじゃないんだよ。この話はこれくらいにしようか。でもシャノン、後でバトラ君のいないところでこっそり教えてね。なんだか面白そうだから。
はい、かしこまりました。
そりゃねえぜ、シャノンちゃんよ。
For a while, George Aniki laughed at me, as though warming up for when Shannon-chan would tell him about more of my embarrassing misspeaks. Yeah, that conversation that they have there felt like it was a Higurashi conversation. When Keiichi's laughing very loudly all the time, right? It felt like that. George looked like he was flirting with Shannon, but it seemed somewhat open and frank about it. I wonder, are we gonna see another confession? The ring confession with George in this episode again? I mean, we had it in the first and second episode. Are we gonna have a third one? We'll find out. He was always that way with his cousins, but he usually took on a reverse gentlemanly attitude when he came in contact with the servants. When I thought about it, I got the feeling he was being a bit overly friendly, which seemed strange. Maria started scribbling in the sand with the stick, and George Aniki and Shannon-chan joined in. This left me and Jessica off to the side, so I asked her secretively.
よー、ジェシカ。 ジョージの兄貴ってさ、シャノンちゃんと付き合ってたりする？
おお、なになんでわかったんだよ。バトラお前見かけより人を見てんな。
俺冗談で言ったつもりだったんだけど。
声が大きいって。一応内緒の付き合いってことらしいぜ。特にエヴァおばさんの耳には入れない方がいいよ。
なるほど。使用人との恋か。
I wonder if Ava's gonna be a major character in this episode. I wonder if we reach the point where I guess that she finds, I mean, in the other episode, at least she found out, right? In the first episode, right? But yeah, she didn't really speak about it. But let's see in this chapter, right? Let's see.
いやでもいつの間に？
I mean, she talked to Shannon in the second episode, and she even told her, right, to know her place. But we'll see.
はあ、6年ってすげえな。でも確かに兄貴なら人間もできてるし、シャノンちゃんも優しくて海外しそうだし、お似合いかもな。
Actually, 6 years ago, I remember taking notice of her just a little bit. I see she really fits well with George Aniki. Nothing I can do about that. Goodbye, my fleeting first love of 6 years ago. Which means that the collection of embarrassing lines Shannon-chan had just held back on probably had something to do with it. I can't take it.
兄貴たち付き合ってどのくらいになるんだ？
どの段階から付き合ってると呼ぶのかにもよるだろうけど、確実に1年以上は続いてると思うぜ。双方片思い時代を含めると数年になるんじゃねえのかな。
Before I'd realize it, the two of them had separated themselves from the group and were walking down the beach talking about something. They looked calm, and rather than a light relationship between the two lovers, it looked like a more serious one, as though they were already engaged.
6年か。でっけえ月日だな。俺にとってのこの6年は何だったんだ？図体がでかくなっただけだな。親父との親子喧嘩で意地を張り合ううちに6年も経っちまったってだけのくだらない時間だったな。
バートラの方こそどうなんだよ。彼女とかできたのかよ。
さーてどうだろうな。一緒に遊ぶ女の子は何人かいるぜ。だけどオンリーワンって関係はまだねえな。俺がお子様なんだろうよ。誰かと二人っきりでいるよりみんな大勢でワイワイやってる方が楽しいように思えるんだ。
あー、そりゃなんともバトラらしいぜ。でも女友達との関係はちゃんとしっかりしておけよ。女の思い込みとコミュニティは怖えぜ。勝手にバトラをめぐって暗闘が繰り広げられて、勝手に誰かが泣いたり傷ついたりしているかもしれないぜ。
おかしいな。同じ忠告をつい先週クラスの女から受けた気がするぜ。なんだってんだろうな。どうしてみんなで楽しく過ごせねえんだ。 そうまでしてつがいになりたいのかね。
バトラーがまだそういう相手に会ったことがねえからだろうぜ。まあおいおいそういう女に出会うこともあるだろうよ。気長に待つこったな。
なんだよ。
I guess Butler is the only one who doesn't have a partner, right? Not technically like, for example, like Shannon and Jessica. It's not like they were in a relationship, right? It's not like that. What I mean is, yeah, like partner. Someone you can match them with, right? Like, the only one you have for Butler, I guess, is, I mean, maybe funny, but Beatrice, right? Even though they're fighting, they're the one, I mean, both of them are the ones that look like they're connected, right? Because of that one thing they have in common is that they're fighting in this game, right? And that's it.
まるでお前にはもうそういう相手がいるみたいな言い方じゃねえかよ。お前はどうなんだよ。彼氏とかできたのかよ。
Now she's blushing.
私かよ。いやその
なんつうわかりやすい反応だよ。見たところ気になる男はいるけどまだ告白もできてねえってそういうところだろ。
いやそういうわけでは先生私のことなんかどうでもいいだろ。
話を振ってきたのはそっちのくせになんで俺が逆ギレされなきゃならねえんだ。女って生き物は質問ばかりでそのくせ自分が質問に答えることは決してないんだよな。ずるい生き物だぜまったく。
もうそのよ告白はさ一度はしたんだよ。まあ盛大に空振りでさ。
ごめんなさいってか。
いやまあ私がすごく一方的だったんで面食らわれたというのかな。そういう対象だとも思われてなかったという雰囲気。
Okay.
そりゃあそうだろうよ。お前の言葉遣いは男勝りだからな。もうちょいおしとやかにしないと男心をくすぐらないぜ。
いややっぱり私みたいな言葉遣いじゃ
I mean,
受け悪いかな。
I mean, you could say that Jessica is, I mean, the way she speaks, I guess. She's a girl, but yeah, the way she speaks is like like a tomboy, I guess, right? Yeah. Like you compare, like look at Shannon, like how she speaks, right? Yeah, then compare Jessica to her.
まあ言葉遣いが全てじゃないだろうがお前みたいな普段の言葉遣いが悪いやつが急にまともな言葉で話すように努力し始めたらそういう気概みたいなもんでドキッときちまう男もいるかもな。
そうなんだ。そうか。
Jessica suddenly started talking more meekly, and then her face instantly went slightly red. I see, even though her confession didn't go well, it looks like she still hasn't given up. But still, I get it. After seeing how close George Aniki and Shannon-chan have gotten, I also kinda want to find a girlfriend. Yeah, poor Butler. The only girlfriend he can get in this Rokinjima island is the one who wants to kill him. 6 years of puberty and are pretty important, and they went by pretty fast. As the typhoon approached, the clouds grew steadily grayer, but even so, I had this really refreshing feeling. Maybe I'll try thinking more seriously about the opposite sex more than just the size of their boobs.
ところでジョージの兄貴は使用人のシャノンちゃんと付き合ってるわけだがまさかジェシカまでってことはないよな。
Ooh. Wait, is she actually saying that she confessed to Canon? Is that it? I mean, this early? I mean, this early in the game.
どうしてそう思うんだよ。
そういや、バラ庭園で挨拶したカノン君って若い子。
So I guess let's say it like this, like, yeah, each episodes are like, I guess, different timelines. Let's say it like that, right? So in this timeline, she confessed already to Kanon-kun, right? Compared to the second one that, yeah, she didn't really do that, right? Yeah, she didn't. I guess it was until the end, right? When they, how do I say this? Got their feelings together, right? But in this episode, she already confessed to Kanon, but Kanon was like, I guess, okay, no reaction.
口下手だからってジェシカやたらとかばってたよな。
I was maybe like thinking like maybe she confessed to someone in her school, right? But I guess it was still Kanon.
いや、そんなことは。勘繰りすぎだって。
I mean, it's definitely Kanon, the way she's blushing like this.
じゃあさ、これだけは教えろよ。今この瞬間ジェシカが狙ってる男は半径1キロ以内にいるか？
いや、それはどうだろう。
Kanon-kun was the only boy in this island now who could possibly become her boyfriend. So judging by her reaction, I was right on. I didn't think of the Ushirimiya family as a noble family, but love with a servant. I wouldn't have dreamed that two pairs of Romeo and Juliet would be right next to me. I guess. Aunt Ava would probably become an obstacle to George, Aniki, and Shannon-chan's love. If Aunt Ava ever learned that Shannon-chan was the partner of her only beloved son, she'd probably scream at her for trying to steal away her precious George. And a relationship between Jessica and Kanon-kun would probably be just as full of difficulties. Aunt Natsuhi was also very strict about that kind of thing. After all, Jessica's husband would probably become the head of the Ushirimiya family in the future. Imagine if Kanon became the head of the family. If that person had once been a servant working for the family, well, things would get complicated.
ま、人の恋路なんてそれぞれさ。一緒にいて楽しい相手とつがいになりゃいいじゃねえか。つがいってのは互いが互いを認め合う以外に何の許可もいりやしない。親がどうこう、家がどうこうなんて気にしたら負けだぜ。それを忘れるなよ。半端な気持ちで付き合うんじゃねえぜ。
恋もしたことねえくせに達観したようなことを言いやがって。
恋は損得感情でするなよ。ハートでしろよ。
It's about the heart.
俺が言いたいことはそんだけさ。んじゃな。See you again. Have a nice day.
ジョージ兄さん、シャノン、聞いて聞いて。パートだったらこいつまた面白いセリフを言い出したぜ。
何も言ってないって。何も言ってないって。ああ、茶化すな茶化すな。
マリア聞いてた。マリア聞いてた。
What is that voice? Wait, is she under the water? What?
See you again. See you again.
For a while, we forgot the wind was getting stronger and played around on the beach. I grew a lot this past years, and being able to celebrate my youth and meet with all my cousins was truly refreshing. It was a bit late now, but I realized that I should have gotten back together with everyone a lot sooner and returned to the Ushirimiya family.
いとこ同士ってのもたまにはいいもんだな。
マリアもいとこで集まるの楽しくて好き。
そうだな。俺たちももういい年なんだ。別に親がいなくても会えるだろう。たまにはいとこだけで集まって遊ぶのも悪くないかもしれないな。
それはいい提案だね。いつかそういう機会を設けてもいいかもしれないね。
同感だね。私たちいとこはいつまでもずっと仲良しがいいよ。
おいおい、そこを強調するとまるで普段の親戚同士の仲が悪いように聞こえちまうぜ。
George, Aniki, and Jessica laughed, but it felt just a little strained. Did I say something wrong? Judging by how our parents made quiet expressions and tired faces every once in a while during the boat ride and at the airport, maybe I should have kept that to myself.
そうだな。ジェシカの言う通りだぜ。俺たちはいつまでも仲良しでいようぜ。
マリアも一緒。みんな仲良し。
そうだね。うん。僕たちはいつだってみんな一緒だよ。みんな仲良しだよ。
私たち何恥ずかしいこと言い合ってんだろうな。なんだか照れちまうぜ。
でもとても大切なことだと思いますよ。人は願わねばいつまでも一緒にいることどころか仲良くいることさえ難しい生き物なのですから。
そうだね。みんなが仲良くいられることを決して当たり前なことだと思ってはいけないね。
知り合いの魔女が言ってた。
Here we go again, a witch. I said no.
幸せはみんなが信じなくちゃ叶わないんだって。
確かにね。信じる力には魔法が宿るかもしれない。それを全員が信じたならきっと幸せを運んできてくれるだろうね。
よし、なら恥ずかしいことのついでだ。私たちはみんなで信じ合うと誓おうぜ。みんないつまでも仲良しでいつまでも幸せでいようって。
Like hell, we'll end up like our parents. As if it ever searched for each other's weaknesses, going after grandfather's fortune.
おう、俺たちはみんないつまでも仲良しで幸せだ。それをみんなで信じようぜ。
But yeah, I do wonder though, like, whenever I play like, I guess story, no, games, watch shows, and yeah, for example, it ends, right? I always think like, what would happen with the characters, right, in the future? Like, what are they doing? But yeah, for this one, for example, there's no tragedy, no nothing like that. Like in 10 years, imagine how close or how far are they from their parents? I mean, in like how they act, I guess, right? Like for example, like Jessica right now, like Jessica is, yeah, she's like this, right? Like, but in 10 years, imagine what Jessica is. Is she still gonna be like this? Is she maybe gonna be different, right? Like, it's very interesting to think about those stuff. But I guess we will never find out, right? We will never find out if they're gonna be changing in the future. No matter how much we cousins try to nostalgically have fun, dark clouds continue to approach Rokinjima. I wonder if the typhoon will pass and let us see the clear skies before we leave the island. Who cares about what our parents are planning? Who cares about the inheritance and the honor of our old family? As youthful as we were renewing our old friendship. And we all believed together that we could find happiness. So, I want this pair of days to end without anything weird happening, in peace and happiness and calmly. No, I don't just want them to end. Please let them end.
終わるかよ
Oh my god, dude, I really got scared. What? What is wrong with you? We were having such a nice conversation with the cousins and then you just show up like this?
くっしゃーお前は出るなよ現れるなよくそくそくそ
待たせたな。ようやく新しいゲームの用意が整ったぞ。さあさあ始めようではないか。惨劇の物語を。訪れよ、雨よ、風よ、台風よ。この島をうつしおより切り離す。異界へ魔界へ幻想界へ六軒島を放り込め。
And so the tale repeated for the third time. However, to an endless witch, what it didn't matter whether it was the first, second, or third time. It probably didn't matter at all. After all, this was a tale of fantasy, endlessly repeating until the match was settled. Would Butler surrender first, or would the witch? Then the sky grew dark and cloudy, and the rain and wind were summoned together and became a typhoon. Maria could be seen in the rose garden, paying no mind to the rain that had started falling. Going around in circles, searching for that single rose that should have been marked. So it still happened, this thing I mean.
目印をつけたマリアのバラがない。
Maria definitely remembered it. The rose had been in the flower bed right here, and yet it wasn't anymore. She didn't know what to do with her irritation and not being able to find something that should have been there. Moaning bitterly, she couldn't help but keep going back and forth in circles around the same spot. She was acting almost as though she'd be able to see it if she looked at a different angle. But even though she did that, there was no way to find something that wasn't there. The wind grew increasingly strong and the rain turned into cold, large drops. There was no way even Maria would fail to notice this. However, if she couldn't find her rose here, it would surely disappear forever. Maria believed that. That feeling spurred her on to keep searching for a rose that she had no chance of finding. Just then, the cold drops of rain tormenting Maria were suddenly blocked. Maria raised her head. When she did, she saw an umbrella there protecting her from the rain. And the one holding out that umbrella was, also we're actually seeing now who gave it to her, Beatrice. The witch she admired, Beatrice.
このような雨の中、何を必死になっているのやら。体を冷やせば風邪をひくこともあろう。魔女たるもの、自らの健康も気遣いたいものよね。
マリアのね、バラが見つからないの。おお。何度探してもね、ここにあったはずなのに見つからないの。
Maria told Beatrice about how there had been slightly unhealthy, pitiful rose, and that she was sure they had marked it.
ほうほう、それが見つからぬという。そなたも魔女の見習いならば、魔法にてバラを探してみるとよい。目だけで探そうとするうちは、 それにははるかに及ばぬであろうがな。
見つけられない。マリアも頑張って魔法で探そうとしてるけど見つけられない。
魔法の修行にはちょうど良いかとも思うが、この風雨はそなたには少しきつかろう。わらわが特別に力を貸してやろう。弟子の身を案ずるのも師匠の役割だからな。
ありがとう、ベアトリーチェ。
Maria's face, which had been full of sadness until just now, split open into a grin. Maria knew. She knew that there was nothing Beatrice's magic couldn't do. She was sure that Beatrice would be able to find a rose easily, even though Maria couldn't. Beatrice closed her eyes lightly, acting as though she was listening for something in all this wind and rain. Then she heard it, opened her eyes, and spoke.
諸行無常よの。残念だな、マリア。この風雨にそなたのバラは耐えられなかったらしい。
それじゃマリアのバラは。
風雨に散り、すでにこの世のものではない。
What Beatrice had said was quite reasonable. There was nothing odd about the flower being broken off at the stem in this strong wind. However, Maria couldn't accept this and barely gave a low-pitched moan.
やだ。
無限の魔法の秘術、そなたごとき見習いにはまだまだ早いわ。身の程を知れ。
Maria wiped the tears from her eyes, full of regret. Beatrice shrugged her shoulders and chuckled at Maria's pitiable expression. Very well.
よかろう。バラを蘇らせる秘術。わらわが力を貸してやろうぞ。うん。ではそなたの心の力を集中させるがいい。目を閉じ、雨を忘れ、風を忘れ、奉公するバラの魂を心の目で探すのだ。
Maria closed her eyes. Then she repeated Beatrice's song like words.
さあさあ、思い出してごらんなさい。バラよ、そなたがどんな姿をしていたのか。
さあさあ、思い出してごらんなさい。バラよ、そなたがどんな姿をしていたのか。
見るの、聞くの、そして信じる。肉の檻に閉じ込められし魂の力を解放せよ。そう、 良いぞ。
Around Maria, who was concentrating her power, her eyes tightly shut, small golden butterflies began to dance. Was this the manifestation of the magical power Maria held?
さまよえしバラの魂、今一度集い、そしてその姿を思い出すがいい。さあさあ集えよ、思い出せよ。
The glitter of the gold butterflies began to strengthen and their numbers increased. And then Beatrice raised her finger up to the skies and they began to gather at the tip of that finger. This was the miracle of the Golden Age. The gold butterflies began to condense into a single dazzling grain of gold. It was a single glittering gold seed. It rode on top of Beatrice's finger, budded into a golden sprout, and opened into a golden leaf. It then slowly fell from that fingertip, sank into the mud of the flower bed, and began to grow steadily. Maria, who admired magic and the witch, really wanted to see this fantastical sight. Maria was still not qualified to see it. No, she was probably afraid that if she opened her eyes to look, the power that she had concentrated in her heart would be cut off and the magic would be lost. Therefore, Beatrice, as the only one permitted to witness this golden miracle, was the only witch, the sole master of many miracles. And then fully grown rose bloomed, creating one golden flower. And when Beatrice poked it with her finger in just the right way, the gold-colored sparkle scattered just as if a golden soap bubble had popped, and what remained was a single beautiful rose.
Mm. 立派な花を思い出したようだな。だがこのままでは他のバラたちに混じってしまい、区別がつかなくなってしまうというものよ。もう一つサービスしておくか。
Beatrice, for the sake of her cute apprentice, who was moaning even more now in concentration, decided to use one more bit of magic. When she snapped her fingers, a single gold butterfly appeared, fluttered around, and landed on the flower that had just been revived. Then it suddenly burst open and disappeared, becoming golden lace and marking the rose.
これでよかろう。マリア、もう目を開けてもよいぞ。そっちではないぞ、こっちだ。ほれ、金モールで印をつけておいてやったぞ。
本当だ。すごいすごいすごいすごい。ベアト、ありがとう。ベアト、ありがとう。マリアも早く魔女になりたい。ベアトみたいな大魔女になりたい。
なれるとも。かつてのわらわもまたそなたのように無邪気にそれを望み至ったのだ。
Maria was ecstatic over the revived rose, clapping her hands and jumping around in joy. Watching that, Beatrice also smiled, looking fairly pleased. By now, I can break and repair any soul if I try, not just that of a rose, and kill and revive as I please. From the barrier of the storm has now sealed Orokinjima off from the natural world. Now is the time for the Golden Witch Beatrice to descend as an endless witch. Beatrice pulled from her pocket an envelope with the family crest, the one-winged eagle, and gave it to Maria. Maria frolicked around at being selected to be the witch's messenger.
さて金蔵、そなたの遊びに再び付き合いに来たぞ。わらわの準備はすでに万端よ。そなたの方はどうなのか。今宵のゲームにかけるコインの用意は十分であろうな。
無論準備は十分であるぞ、ベアトリーチ。
Okay, so let us take a break here. And let's see, what do we get? What do we get? Did we get anything new today? Who do we look at? Beatrice, Butler. I mean, it's pretty much the same, yeah. Oh, this one, I think this is new. Lost his former wife Asumu 6 years ago and married his scared wife Kyrie straight after that. I don't remember if they showed that. Oh, this one we know, yeah. Jessica, pretty much the same. How about the other side right here, the tips? Grimoire? Nothing. Okay. So, yeah. Dude, it was so different. The beginning of, our video today. Like, it was just casual conversation, fun conversation between the cousins, right? Honestly, it felt like it was, it felt like it kind of reminded me of the Higurashi beginnings on each chapter, right? Whenever Keiichi and friends would just talk normally, and yeah, they were just having fun. But then Beatrice showed up. Honestly, I got jump scared a little bit there because it was so sudden, and then the music suddenly just shifted there, right? And yeah, we saw her doing the magic again, giving, I guess, yeah, this is more like, I guess, the first episode, right? When we saw Maria got the envelope, the umbrella. So it was pretty much that in this part here. Compared to the second episode, it was a little bit different, right? But for this one, yeah, it's basically what happened in the first episode that we didn't see. They showed it in this episode, right? So that was pretty cool. So let's see what happens next time. So we are going to continue this and do more of Umineko When They Cry episode 3 in the next one. So I'll just see you then, guys. Bye bye.